surprise Facebook. I'm here on a Tuesday. How cool is that? But you know why? So my friend, you can see her on the screen now, Tracy Litt, who we did a great Facebook with a couple of weeks ago about fear and how fear holds us back, and in particular, fear of success. And today I've invited Tracy back. She's doing an incredible event a week from Friday, right? Yeah, the
Yes,
November
it is.
6th. And it's called Unshakable. And I wanted to talk to her and share this with you because we are so held back by our fears and we are so missing opportunities in our lives. And this is just an incredible event. So Tracy, hi.
Hi, I'm so loving hanging out with you every chance we get. It's so awesome. Thank you.
Totally love it. And I love your happy red today. I'm always in my black. I'm like a floating head in the background. And you're going, oh, I'm bright red. I'm like, we should do the psychology of our colors one day, right? I wear
Right, exactly.
bright colors, notice me. So anyway, wait, did you freeze? Where are you? Come back. You look like you froze. What happened?
I did. Nope, I'm here.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
here.
All right,
I'm here.
maybe I
I'm
froze.
here. Do you see me?
I see you and you're looking up. Okay, fine. So,
okay.
All right, so
I'm back.
So Unshakable. Your event is called Unshakable.
Yes.
Why Unshakable? That's such an interesting word.
Yes. So in the work that I do in working with women, I have noticed over and over that there is something consistent in regards to what it takes to live a life where you are actualizing your dreams, where you're showing up, where you're going for it, where you're spending the hours of your day feeling how you want to feel. And when I really drilled it down, the answer is unshakable conviction, right? To truly be unshakable in who you are, be unshakable in what you're here to do in this world, right? Be unshakable by virtue of knowing that nothing outside of you can ever impact the way you feel inside of you. It's this knowing like you know, you don't need external validation and external approval, right? You're not looking around and asking for everyone's opinions. You are simply unshakable, untouchable. That's what it really, really means. And we all need it now more than ever.
So, and it's getting to this place of self-belief. I was just
literally
just now talking to my sister about the vulnerabilities that people are feeling and how insecure they are about their own opinions, especially young women in particular. And I don't know, I want to know who is best suited to come to this. Who are you aiming to come to this? But I'm seeing this in young adults in particular, where they just are uncertain of how they feel. By the time you're old like us, or like me, I'm much older than you. You kind of go, whatever, I believe what I believe, and I can't get driven crazy by the rest of the world. But young people right now, with all the different inputs of opinions and all the cancel culture and all the vitriol about and lack of acceptance of difference of opinion, it's really confusing for them. So
yeah, and in truth,
so
it's confusing for all ages. And I want to challenge you. You don't just get to a certain age and you just believe what you believe. That's actually the direct opposite. What I'm telling you is you can believe whatever you want to believe so that you can live this life in a way that is so fulfilling and so bold, and you play such a beautiful, big, worthwhile game, however you define that when you get to the end of it, you are like, well done. Yes, right? I really showed up to play. So, I see obviously it's pervasive in young women too, because there's so much stimulus and there's constant influence. And it's the same way for, women in their 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, because it's 2020 and the stimulus and the social media and the constantness and the influence. And we need to do less external and more internal. What I am telling you is go inward, right?
Yeah.
Leave and lose all of the different structures of how we were raised behind, and hang out with me so that I can reflect back to you who you are and how enough you are, how you are. So to your point, you can walk around with an unshakable, ironclad, unwavering belief in who you are, what you desire, and what you came here to do.
Yeah. And when I said that it's like I get to this age and I am what I am, I've become, because by my age, or at least for me, that I know who I am at this point.
Right.
So it's so that I've developed over the years, and of course I've done a lot of work as well, to learn what I'm about and where I am, which is why you and I get along so well.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But so to your point though, in terms of come and learn, so a lot of people, and you and I talked about this, a lot of people, they're a little uncertain. They don't know where to start in finding their path. So is this a place to start the Unshakable event? Is this a place
Yes.
for them to start to identify?
Yeah, absolutely. The Unshakable event is for you if you are starting on your path of personal growth and expansion, right? In your own dreams journey. It's for you if you've been doing personal growth for a while and you haven't quite gained traction or seen the outcomes you want, because I will very, very proudly say no one teaches personal growth work the way that I do. And what we get to do is a combination of healing and inner child work and hypnotherapy together and subconscious. We're going to talk about mindset and what it means to work within the laws of the way your mind works, right? Like there are laws of physics, there's law of mathematics, there's laws of chemistry, and we just like understand that's the way it is. And we function within those rules and principles. Your mind has laws too. Mm-hmm. And if you understand them, well, now you're you're like puppeteering all of the different things you want to feel and have happen, because your depth and breadth of inner power is so vast and so great. You just never learned how to use it.
Yeah.
You know?
So, and even so, and what you're saying, so if I've never done any work on myself, this is for me. Yeah. And if I think I've done work on myself, this is still.
You haven't. Yeah. If you think you've done work on yourself, and I'm not saying this about my work myself, this is what my students have come to me and said after, I thought I was doing personal growth work for years. Yeah. I thought I was doing mindset work. I don't know what I was playing with before, but wow. So this is for you if you are a woman that knows you're destined for greatness. This is for you.
What if I'm not sure? What if I don't think I'm so great? Like, what if I'm just like, my life's kind of crappy and I kind of tolerate it, but I don't want, I'm not looking to go be Oprah Winfrey, right? Because that's always a big leap for people to envision themselves up there. So I don't like scaring people on that, right?
Yes, I love it. You just said that. So let me be clear there. If you're not sure and you're feeling insecure, this is also for you, okay? But this is not for you if you want to blame people for your problems. This is not for you if you want to stay a victim. This is not for you if you want someone else to do the work for you. But if you are really ready to show up for yourself and be willing to see how amazing you are, right? And be willing to live into your own definition of success, because I couldn't agree with you more. It doesn't mean you're running an empire or a big legacy. You could say, I want to be free from anxiety and feel amazing every day. And that is my definition of success. Amazing. Come to Unshakable. Because whatever it is you want, if you are willing to take radical personal responsibility, then I will get you there.
And that feels so good. People don't realize it sounds scary, radical personal responsibility, but it puts you in control.
Yes.
Right? We all get frustrated because we're victims of the world. No, you want to be in control. How awesome for you to help people find their pathway to be cliche about it, to be in the driver's seat of their own life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. And really what's interesting, so this is called Unshakable, honor your worth and create your impact, right? And one of the things that actually stops us from taking radical personal responsibility is because you still don't believe you're enough. So you think if you have to say, okay, well, I'm going to take responsibility for that in some way, that's influencing your worth, right? Because if you own it and it didn't go the way you wanted, then what does that mean about you? It means nothing about you, but you don't actually understand that until you start to lean in on the work. When you believe that your worth is your birthright, when you are done waking up every day and entertaining the ridiculous game of I'm not enough, then you can start to take ownership and have everything you want, basically.
There's a concept. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, so describe the day, high level. I mean, don't give me the agenda, but overall, so there I am. I show up on Friday morning at
9:30 a.m. here on Zoom. Yeah, Eastern. Eastern,
9:30
9:30
a.m. Eastern.
Eastern.
Okay, so all you Californian people, you're gonna gotta get up a little early,
Just
but
a
that's okay.
couple
It'll be
extra,
worth it.
little extra coffee, you'll be fine.
It'll be worth it. All right, so now here I am on Zoom. Go. So what am I going to
Yes.
experience through the day, and am I going to get hemorrhoids while I'm sitting there for 18
Yeah.
hours in a day?
Absolutely not. So if you are new to me, you will learn very quickly. We do a lot of movement. And if you've hung out with me before, you're familiar with Shake Your Ass Friday, which is Fridays we dance. So there's gonna be a ton of dancing and movement. We're gonna start the day off very connective. So like you and I are hanging out now in whatever boxes you're watching us in. Imagine that, but like a lot more boxes, Brady Bunch style, right? There's gonna be breakout rooms where you actually get to talk to and meet women from all over the globe that are also interested in taking themselves to the next level. We're going to do group hypnotherapy, which is really, really very, very special, where we're going to take a little journey back to your little girl. And then throughout the day, we're going to have rapid group coaching, which means you're going to have the chance to unmute and be coached directly by me in the groups that we're in, which is really extraordinary because the breakthroughs and the shifts that happen when we're together is just, it's like my favorite thing in the world.
Wow.
We're going to do high level mindset work. We're going to do relationship with fear work. And then we're going to close the day with me teaching you the choice method, which is my proprietary method for becoming the woman in your vision.
All right, so tell me about that. What is the choice method?
I love it. I love it. Okay, so the choice method gets me so excited.
Okay.
You know, when you create something and it works every time a student works it, it's awe-inspiring every time, right? So it just gets me really excited. So the choice method is 4 phases. The first phase of the choice method is noticing, because you cannot change what you're not aware of, right? And then the next phase of the choice method is interruption, because if you aren't learning how to self-regulate and create flexibility in your nervous system and create safety when your system doesn't feel safe, you will never change. That's actually like the secret sauce, the art of change, and why it feels hard. It's because change happens at the speed of safety. And if you don't know how to create safety in your system, your old programming will be so strong, your mind and body's need to keep you the same will just suck you back.
So
Suck you back.
So when you say notice, I'm not noticing the sun outside or the cute babies on the sidewalk. I'm noticing myself.
Yes.
Watching myself and how I am and how I'm feeling and what chatters in my head and things like that.
Exactly. And then you interrupt in gaining flexibility of your nervous system. Then you move into phase 3, which is the key question. I'll show you. I painted it in pottery. What would she do? That's our key question. It's also the name of my podcast. This is my little, like, how fun is that? By the way, pottery is such a soothing, talk about a mindfulness exercise. When was the last time you just painted? Right? Just for fun, right? So you color. Okay.
I was coloring the other night. My daughter, both my daughters are home. I was saying this, I'm so excited. Both my grown daughters are home right now. And we were sitting there and literally coloring a mandala, like 3 colored pencils all out.
Yes. God, it's so soothing. It's like, those are the moments.
Well,
that's what life is for.
Sitting quietly, you never know. Like I used to love driving the kids because you never knew what would come out in the quiet moments. And it's lovely. All right, so fine. So what would she say?
So what would she do, right? Because we're also building in the beginning of the day a little bit more clarity around the woman you're becoming, right? And who is this next level version of you, and what's different about her from who you woke up as today? And then the 4th phase is taking the new action. So whatever the answer is to the question, well, what would she do? Well, she would use her voice easily and say what she thinks. Boom, go do that. Well, what would she do? She would hire the new team member because, she's building her dream. Boom, go do that. You have to stop letting yourself make your choices, because the you are now only makes choices through the lens, the beliefs and the thoughts and the emotions and the reality that you're currently experiencing. And the crazy thing about that is that only nets the same results that you've experienced. So you have to learn how to leap and start to make choices from a future place. And that's like the essence of the choice method itself and kind of how it came to be.
Which is the scary thing, because what if it doesn't work? What if I don't? What if?
And that's why I'm a fear woman, right? So I've got you there too. And that's why we talk about fear, because you're right. When you make a decision from a future place in that moment, you're like, yeah, and you're feeling it. And then you sit back for 20 seconds. You're like, oh God, I don't have the evidence to support the decision I just made. But that's in essence what all of my energy and mindset work does over time, because you understand how to keep yourself centered and grounded and in that unshakable place, in that knowing. In the knowing, like you know, like you know, like you know, no, I don't need to tell you about it. No, I don't need your opinion. No, I don't need your validation. I know. That level of certainty, coupled with patience and trust, it can't not work.
Right. Absolutely. So can we do a little exercise? Is there something that we can give people a little bit of taste of what this day is going to be? Besides the great banter and conversation that we're having right now.
Yeah, let's just play the what would she do game.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and bring to mind an unmade decision, because we all have them.
Okay. So everyone out there, think of some decision.
Think of one unmade decision, or one thing that you've been doing the him and haw game on. I don't know, and right. And then what do? You procrastinate. You put it off because you don't want to really deal with the decision. So then it kind of sits, it rides back here, sucking your energy all day. Because side note, nothing steals your energy more than unmade decisions. Nothing, because you're still thinking about it.
Yeah.
Right? Have you ever had that experience? You're just like, but it's still here. It's still here.
Absolutely. Right.
So what I want you to do is I want you to bring to mind that unmade decision, or that thing that you're on the fence about. Okay.
Right.
And then I just want you to close your eyes for a moment.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a deep breath. And I want you to first think about the woman that you're becoming. I want you to think about who you wish you were, right? All the things you daydream about. That strong, confident, unshakable, totally unwavering belief in herself. She knows her power. She knows who she is. She knows why she's on this earth. She knows that the universe is always conspiring in her favor. And I want you to fast forward to that version of you. And I want you to think about the unmade decision. And I want you to ask yourself, well, what would she do? What would she say? And then you're going to get a hit. You're going to get the answer.
Yeah.
And then your job is to execute on that answer.
Yeah. Because the minute you have it from another person's point of view, it's safer that way. Like it's like,
Well,
yeah.
Right. Exactly. Because ultimately you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Sounds like a lot in a day, a big day.
It is. That's why we do one big immersion with lots of love and lots of vulnerability and lots of crying and lots of self-expression and lots of connection and lots of learning, because that's why we're here. Like if we are not growing, we're dying.
Yep.
If you're not learning, if you're not healing, if you're not expanding, what are you doing? You're just in the old patriarchal rat race, chasing. What are you chasing? False sense of happiness? So that you could finally get to the point where like you're happy, but you never are happy because there's just more things that you're going to chase. Yep. The line just moves.
Well, and also right now, this where we all need connection. Like we're not only sitting there stuck in our lives, but we're stuck alone in our lives, feeling judged, judging ourselves, feeling helpless, and not having the support. And it sounds like, not only are you going to help people to get over this, but you're also going to give a community that it's a safe place where people can, even if like you can't necessarily talk to your spouse about it, or your boyfriend or girlfriend or your mother or whoever it is, that this will be a safe place to to share some of those fears with other people in those group sessions.
Yes, 1,000%. And I love that you just brought that up, because community is a requirement for real healing and growth. We don't do this alone. And the things that you get to share, when you share it in another group of women that are all looking to rise, that are all looking to better themselves, that are all going after their dreams and doing the next level things, those people are going to rally around you. Whereas the people in your life, when you say, I'm going to scale my business 7 figures, or I'm going to leave my corporate job, the people in your life are like, are you crazy? Right. Have you lost your mind? Right. And you're like, no, don't project your limitation on me. Right. This is what unshakable means. I know, like I know, you do you, I'll do me. Thank you.
Well, it sounds like a fabulous day. All right. So I think that we're putting a link in the chat on this page, on the Facebook page. So there's a link there so people can go and sign up. Again, so it's Friday, November 6th, a week from this Friday.
Yes, Friday, November 6th. And you can
from 9:30 Eastern time until what time?
9:30 to 7.
Will they have any breaks in the day in case?
Yes, we're going to have breaks baked in and eating breaks and hangout breaks, and it'll be very, very well thought out. I am a maniac when it comes to user experience and making sure that this is something that's really going to be a game changer for you, and you deserve it. And yes, you can. So even as you listen to us and your mind's like, oh, I don't know, okay, take the day off, and what am I going to do with the kids? Just enough.
Yeah.
Like just that whole talk track is really part of the problem. Say yes to yourself and everybody wins.
Yep.
Everybody wins.
And make your plans. Pretend like this is going to be a day in Palm Beach or a
Exactly.
day in
And that's
you're
what,
going to a convention, right?
yes. And so many women actually that have already joined us are booking hotel rooms or calling their girlfriends and saying, we'll throw the kids at your house.
Yes.
We'll go do this event at my house, because you deserve to shut the world out.
You need
and
to.
do you.
To
God,
do this work, you have to do it.
Yeah.
In your world. That's great. Yeah. All right. Well, it sounds fabulous. I can't wait to jump in on it and participate. I really do want to be there.
Yeah. So excited.
And because, as you said, whether you've done no work or you've done a lot of work, there is always more work to do. And we are forever, you start out and then you always need good reminders and good kicks and good new levels of learning.
Absolutely.
Best of luck with it. I can't wait to hear how it goes and experience it myself. But yeah, absolutely. Sounds great. All right. All you
thank you.
Women, men, whoever it is, if you want to make an unshakable life, you want to get out to your life, you want to get everything that you've ever dreamed of, this is an amazing one day to go kick yourself into overdrive.
That's right. That's right. I will. So thank you so much, Sarah. I enjoy every time we get to be together. So I'm so
always
grateful.
great to see you. All right.
You too. Okay.
See
See you all soon.
Yes. Bye.